But everything is born from darkness, even the universe itself. Now, do you see it? A glimmer within the void. The spark of life still burns, and evolution forges a new way forward. Once your faith overcomes despair, once you move beyond death, once life returns to this world, we'll meet beyond that path.
So the scenario that I picked is Endless Dream. Endless Dream is supposedly one of the hardest scenarios to be in. I do not recommend jumping into Endless Dream right away. My highest recommendation would be either uh, the Winter, I forget what it is, something Winter, um, or Manubis. Manubis is pretty decent. They even have a novice one to go into. Um, but Endless Dream is just a little bit more like higher difficulty minus having the PvP. There is a thing called raid. But raid is PvP PvE. So if you do not know what that means, PvE is player versus enemy, and PvP is player versus player. If this is your first time playing one of these. Okay. So this is your character creation. Type 1 is male. Type 2 will be female. So I'm going to go with male for the sake of the stream here. Who are we going to pick? Let's just go with this guy. Typical basic face. So do not, when you pick your character, do not just go right here and pick name character, because if you do that, it'll just count everything being done, and that's it. There's so much more to it. So you got your body, face, hair, and makeup, right? So we're gonna make him kind of tall. Put it at a fun number. There we go. Anyway, fitness. We're gonna bulk him up a bit. Long legs. And then head and shoulder, head size looks fine. Neck thickness, shoulder thickness, waist. You can change all that. You got your waist width, your waist thickness, abdominal size, waist length. Try to make him ripped, make him look good, because I'm not. You got your hips, you got your pelvic width, your hip thickness, hip size. This game goes into quite a bit of detail. Chest size, arms and legs, forearm circumference, thigh width, thigh thickness, calf width, calf thickness, body paint. You give him some sleeve tattoos. got 2 tattoos. Good enough. Right? That's not really, we're not, going too crazy with it. You go into face up here. You got your hairline, eyebrows, hairline, you got your forehead, temples, cheekbones, cheek, chin, all that good details. If you want to ever really go into depth detail and try to make it look like yourself, or maybe a character that you like from a movie, it's all pretty easy. You got your eyes, your nasal, whatever. You got your mouth, all the lips and everything. For the most part, I'm just gonna leave all this stuff alone because actually I go too far. Hairstyle. That's about close to what my hair is starting to look like right now. Yeah, close enough. Making my hair color. Got your eyebrows, eyes, eye makeup, facial features like makeup, face paint. You can do that too. Lipstick. Now over here, you got these things. This is just showing you different lighting, just in case you want a different aesthetic for when you're creating your character. It's just a neat little touch. I got hair tied, which for this is just a slick back. You can have it so they look at you, which I find uber creepy, but that's okay. Static is so they don't move at all. So there you go. And then you can scroll back out. You can do that. So like if you're doing the tattoos or the body features, you can come down here or press Y on your keyboard, and it'll basically unclothe them so that you can see like your work on your tattoos. You can see the work on the muscles, everything like that. So character creation, not too difficult. Then you go into here. Now you're going to name your character. So you got all these nice little logos, emblems, whatever you want to call them. We're just going to go and pick, I'll go with that one, that one's fine. Now we're just going to put it. Alright, so
liquid nitrogen, negative 195.79 Celsius. Physical movement or brain function, not detected. Subject status, stable. Dagger still stuck in the sheath. Inspection 481 complete. Requesting a higher power outlay for the isolation chamber to prevent any further outages. What's that? Security breach. Security breach!
don't mind the stuff that's going on over on the side there, because all those little scroll, all the things that we're scrolling like right over here on this side above my head here, that's all stuff that I've unlocked from previous profiles. It does have character sharing, so like a lot of stuff that you unlock will also be unlocked in other scenarios, depending on what it is. So, before we get into talking too much about, the actual playstyle, right here you got your backpack, which is I, on your keyboard, your gear, which is K, the medic's cradle, which is O, and these you can usually read when you go into your backpack. So like when you press I, you're going to see blueprints, mods, cosmetics. Map is always M unless you hotkey it. If you want to hotkey it somewhere else, you're good. Survivor's map. You have to complete the tutorial, obviously, to do that part. Tasks, all that stuff will be, pretty self-explanatory when you start. Your field guide, or like I like to call it, the yellow tab haven. You're constantly going to be picking up little notes that you might not even realize that you're opening or picking these things up. And all of these generally, except for the landscape one, was the only scenario I've seen so far on this. This is what your tasks will look like. You got your scenario tasks, you got your side quests, like Follow the Stardust, world tasks, commissions, wish list, all good stuff. So, that's your general, right? Normal movement, WASDF. Left click for your swing. Right click for a hard swing. Space bar jump, normal. Right. C for crouch and stand. Shift for sprint. W. However you got it. Also, unlike this game, you're not backing up, you just turn around and run. So when you press S and shift, you end up just running towards your own screen. Q. What I like to call supervision. You press Q, you can see everything around you. It'll light up. If it's like materials, crates, people, whatever, it'll light up the whole thing. Over here, you can obviously see if I move my head here, just for the sake of explaining it. Game cam, I'm just gonna turn that off for a minute. We're gonna focus over here on this sidebar here. So it says control for roll. So if you want to do a roll, you just press W. Control the roll. Pretty easy. Some of the things I already explained, which are melee, crouch, sprint, flashlight is N. And then space time, that's what they're calling this. I just call it supervision. That's called space time. Alright. And then you also got these things at the bottom where your health bar is at the bottom center of the screen. Your first one at the bottom is your stamina. The more I swing, you see it goes down. Eventually it'll say you have like muscle fatigue or something like that and that you're tired. the other one is your mental state. Focus on that, because what happens is you'll start getting this gray bar that starts coming from the right side of your health bar, and it takes up half your health. Eventually it gets so bad that you'll die from literally a mental breakdown. The other ones are pretty obvious. One's a stomach, one's a drop of water. That's for like when you're thirsty or hungry. So for instance, I have a hotkey, it's number 4. So, right? So now my thirst is quenched. You are fully hydrated, no natural hydration. Number 5. One of those, the canned food like that purple one. Anytime you see a food with like a purple background, those are usually really, really good for your health. Or not your health, your hunger. Number 6 is an activator. If you look over to the right hand side on top of the bottom right corner, number 6 is an activator that is basically your stim. It's like a stim. You hit yourself with it, it reboosts your health. 7 is your pickaxe. That's your like starter weapon for mining. It doesn't actually take up a weapon slot, which is great. Your weapon slots. Normally when you start out, you're not going to have a crossbow. But being that I've already done this scenario before, I guess this is the first time I'm seeing it as well. I guess you just kind of skip the tutorial part and you just jump right into this. You know, you got your hat, you got your gloves already, you got your boots already. You're pretty much set. So you got your crossbow. Right click is aim down. If you hold right click, it's third person. So I like the fact that they included that for people that play FPS and people who play third person. Plus you have hip fire. Your reticles are always there. You got your blade. And then you also have one empty weapon slot. So you can add like a pistol, you can add whatever. So, am I missing anything? I'd say for the most part, you know, I got your character creation taken care of. I got your basic controls taken care of. While we're right here, in the same room, you got your crafting primary supplies workbench, right? That's going to be the one that has the little axe and all the tools. The one with the mannequin on top, that's your weapon. So we'll get to that. So right now all you can create is arrows. And that's it. You can just create arrows in the beginning. Right? These are all your various weapons. Alright? All different kinds of weapons. Different stuff you unlock over whatever time. You got your armor crafting. And for the armor, I know you're going to see a lot of once human videos where people got all this flashy stuff on. That's not actually the armor. I'll get to that in a second. It's your cosmetics. So first I just want to show you this stuff, and then I'll get to that maybe either today or another video. But these are all your beginning armors. Pants, gloves, shoes, masks. These are all good for like different things. Now see these ones with the sparkling on them, like these got a little sparkle there and there, like the ones that have like the kind of animated thing. Those are key items, key armor right here. It says. You can only wear one piece of key armor at a time. Every single one has a different quality to it, like fast gunner max stack plus 10. Attacks 1% per second or per stack, right? This one has unstable bomber. Range plus 50 for every 2% increase in range, gain 1% more unstable bomber damage. When triggering fast gunner, reload speed plus 25%, up to 10 stacks. Effect is removed after reloading or switching weapons. And every clothing category at least has one. I don't have any on this one personally unlocked. Pardon me. Sorry for yawning. This one has like an ice power. This one's got burn damage. Power surge, that's electric. Fast gunner, unstable bomber, which we talked about. Frost vortex. Shrapnel. Power surge. Then you got your repair. So if you need to repair an item or a weapon, it'll pop up with what supplies are needed right about here. And then you go down here and just put, like, click and hold to confirm. And it will repair it. Same thing with the armor. Calibration. Now you only have 100 energy link up here. I know we spoke about the energy link in the first part of this. And then you have your ciphers as well once you start actually getting in to the game. But like for instance, the crossbow, 6 copper to repair it, right? Or to calibrate it. So calibration, see how it says 0 out of 4? You'd go to 1 out of 4, right? That would increase the damage from 217 to 239. Cool. So same with this. 0 out of 4. If you go to 1 out of 4, it goes from 162 to 178. Also costs 6 copper. Armor. You can calibrate your armor as well. It increases your health points. PSI intensity. I'm guessing that's your stardust being like what you're able to handle before it starts like breaking down your mental health. I could be wrong about that one. Don't quote me on that one. I'm doing my best. Pardon me that I'm yawning. It's been a long day. But yeah, this is for the most part what you'd expect to see. This is Mitsuko. You'll get quests and stuff from her when you first start, when it's like your first time ever playing. Okay, sorry. No problem. So, this is what I was talking about with the classes. I don't know if all scenarios have this, but I know for sure this one does. You can be a beastmaster. You can be a chef, a gardener, or a free person. A free person, a basic human survivor holding on to unused class fragments. Will they fight to survive with their own 2 hands or choose to take on a new role? Beastmaster. So it comes with all these different items for start. Then you got formulas, mutagen, all these. I'm still learning these as well. That's why I said we're just going to learn it together. Allows you to communicate with animals, use whistles to summon them for combat and exploration, helping them develop into powerful beasts. You got your chef. I A master of wasteland cuisine, gifted with keen senses and unmatched control over ingredients, and gathers ingredients more efficiently while exploring and can freely mix them to create unique cooking effects. So, and then you got your special starting items. You got your campfire stove, your gourmet atlas, and related formula. And you get your gardener. Skilled in the art of life stitching, they combine ordinary crops with hazardous biomechanical remains to bring forth extraordinary biomechanical plants from the soil. And you got your portable planter box, environment detector, greenhouse core, formula, formula, formula. So, for the sake of things, I'm pretty sure Arrow is probably doing Beastmaster, so I'm probably just gonna go with Chef, make our food. Okay. I don't know if he went to Myers Market or not. I'm pretty sure that's the only one you can pick, unless, yeah, Deadsville. Arrow, if you could hear me, just come downstairs and let me know where you went. Okay. So he went to Myers. Sorry about that. Cool thing is the game does give you like little quotes at the bottom here. I know my head is cutting off half of that there, but it does give you tips and tricks, and you can flop in between them. So another cool thing about this, you see how this is like a Fortnite glider? Not like Fortnite, you could drop it. Spacebar.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So.
All right. Can you figure go to the map where you are? Because
Where did you land at?
I'm at Mayor's right now.
You're at what?
I'm at Mayor's Market,
You're
the
at
first
Mayor's
main
Market.
town. Yep. Or okay. I will meet you right where you are.
No, 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 no.
Oh, or that. It's Eric Marsh.
Okay. So this is Arrow, and like we're showing you from the beginning. Like me and him have played together before, but this is from scratch. Wants to add you as a friend, accept, yes. Like we're doing and join as a team. Yep. So now we are, as you can see over here on the right side, if you press U, you can pull up your team. You can team up with others. It's got the recruit quick on. You can add people to the team. Friends, hive, island roaming, all that's there, right? The island roaming is a whole nother thing. I will get into that in a later video. That's not important right now. And now we try to get resource information. So your biggest thing in this game that we can talk about is copper and wood. Don't mind the noise in the background. That is Joker knocking me over. Joker saying no.
Gamer Graw! America Gamer!
And that's Jenny.
Graw!
And uh, other
What?
scroll jumped my way up.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I got that behind you. Also, me and Arrow made a joke about other scrolls jumping to get up certain mountains.
What you gonna do when a morbidly obese autistic man comes for you, brother?
So you're gonna basically your main focus is going to be collecting trees, gravel, copper.
Winning, son? What level are you
So you can see other people's territories as well. This is somebody else's territory. Somebody's territory just popped up over there on the right hand side. Like this is Gibby or however you pronounce that. Who knows? That's their territory.
I am in another world right now.
In another world?
Yeah, I fluffed up.
What do you mean you fucked up?
I built my I built my territory right here, and yeah, now I can't rebuild it.
I'm not understanding that.
Uh, so when you build a territory in another world of whatever server you're on,
Okay.
if you try to rebuild it, sometimes it just gets screwed. It won't allow you to access your uh, territory. So I had to find a new location to build my territory. But yeah, okay. Back to
So,
world 2.
are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Where are you at?
Yeah.
Oh, you're back at Meyer Market.
Yeah. Up. That should fix my territory. Yeah, if you want to build a territory, it's better if you know which world you want to build it in.
So I just placed mine right here.
Yeah, place right where my territory was.
Oh, and hey, look, there's another player. Hey, yo.
Oh, oh.
Hello, friend. And
Um,
they're just flying.
I'm just gonna build my house wherever I used to build it.
Alright, I'm gonna need wood right now. So if this is maybe the first one that I'm trying to fix in real life, is making everyone grow. And then eventually in real life, I'm gonna do a lot of this energy farming. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna build next to each other, right?
Yeah, I didn't build it over the road, but it won't pop up. So my game is broken. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna build it.
What do you mean?
I figure out where I want to build it. Right.
I was gonna build like this entire section of sticking done.
There we go. I built it on higher ground.
Yeah, I got the high ground. Alright, so what you just saw us do is when you press T on your keyboard, you're gonna be able to place down your territory. Your territory is kind of like a home from home. You can put that anywhere on the map as long as it lights up blue like this. If it lights up red, then what your territory is basic necessities. Throwing daggers, crossbow, baseball bat, sword, armor. We have all these basic stuff. And then, if you want to place down your territory, which is what I did, you press B. It'll give you this little star square like this that I just placed down. You can move it around however you feel. So what I would recommend doing, probably a lot of people aren't going to tell you to do this, go into your build menu, which is right click. You're going to go to house blueprint over here. Go into presets. I would say a decent one to start with is probably survival cottage, being that you don't have to unlock very many things. Little squiggly button, press your space bar.
Good way.
Build, survival, build. Oh, that's better. I'm going to turn it. Set the door. Station towards the road. So we're going to put modern platforms. Then you're going to go into a house, right? Click, 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 click. Alright, that's what you can start with. So, being it literally the only thing you have unlocked is platform, that's all you're going to be able to do. As you progress, you're going to be able to add more. So, this is your like standard. Just because, you know, we're going over tutorial site type stuff, you got your structures, 9 out of 200, so you can only have up to 300 until you expand your territory. Furniture and decor, 0 out of 10, function facilities, 3 out of 100, power generators, 0 out of 4, transport quantity, 1 out of 1. Down here you got the menus, you got the build, open build menu, enter territory relocation. That's just if you want to move the whole building to a different spot. Visibility settings, so that's a little menu here. You can do like display water and electric, or facility range, show construction area, construction area. That's that part. Structure upgrade is if you wanted to like change it from wood to stone. And then simple brick. Yeah, remember in the first one we done the simple brick? That's if you want to upgrade it in PvP. You don't need that. You got your camera settings. Space bars go up. These go down. Enter exit flight mode is that little squiggly that says number 1. Grid snap. That is your capture button. Now you don't see the grid. Now you do. Basic stuff. Not that hard to get a hang of. Durability, everything. This game explains a lot to you. It gives you a lot of like the key things that you need to see. But then there's other things that they won't tell you, which me and Arrow have found out the hard way. So for the most part, that's what you're going to get. Rebuild. Don't stress. Not that hard. I'm guessing Arrow you are at Earth. What are you doing, friend? Are you already fighting things?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Well, I materials. Enemies bring me materials. Fuck. Wanting to run. What?
I'm just doing a let's play for the game. People that are first timers trying to play. Some of it for YouTube. Alright, there you go. You guys got a happy wave from me. Thank you.
Room of death. Room of death. Room of death. I'll stay right here. Let's stay right now. Oh. Okay. Got enough material over here for now. That's the fat run. Okay. I said, the fat run. Very good. So,
Honestly, we're at about an hour almost for recording. So I'm just gonna give a basic rundown of what you put down already. So look, you got like this assembly bench here. We're talking about, while we're collecting junk. You click select all. You get adhesives, waste plastic, shabby fabric, all these different materials. There's your copper, rubber, all these different materials are things you're gonna need. Building, weapons, you name it. Um, these are your weapon mods. They're like weapon upgrades, perks, if you want. Yeah, just break that down. Boom. There you go. And I already picked up and I'll scrap that. Boom. Then you got your furnace here. Obviously, I explained the furnace on the first video, so you guys know more about that already. I already told you about the weapons thing. This is your territory permit. So you can upgrade your territory permit. You can go into your vault and see the type of materials like guns, armor, precious items, things like that. Details about your territory, like his are different than mine. So definitely a great way. I went over quite a bit, right, Hero?
yeah, that's pretty good.
Is there anything you would recommend first time, first day?
I mean, you should continue playing, but mostly the different types of actions. We start off with crude ones, and each time we get increase, they give us more stuff for.
So you're basically saying, focus on upgrading your pickaxe first.
Yeah,
I
that's
told them in the
really
I told them in the first video to always look for the Beaver and the Digby Boy because those are going to provide the most materials. Um, and then having a logging and mining platform in your nomadics is like another thing to increase too because it'll speed up the process, gain more
air
materials.
gravity. All right. Yeah.
Wait, how did you activate zero gravity? What are you talking about?
No, it just randomly activates.
Oh, wait, is that a thing in this scenario?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, okay, so that answers the question I had in the beginning of when I was flying in and all of a sudden I just shot up in the air. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so okay, this scenario has zero gravity, which this could be very useful.
It is, and it also can be a pain, but I
Like
would not.
gravity, like when you jump, you feel like something hitting you, and you feel like you're gonna just fall out of the air.
All that, but I think you take no damage. Well,
What?
you take no damage when you land on zero.
Well, yeah,
Or at least
that's
that's
true.
not
A good
one
way
of the
to land.
styles.
This could be a good way to land, or fly when I go somewhere far. Like, see now I'm up in the air, I can just glide right onto my territory.
If I wanted it, do I want it? So, uh, uh, you're still recording, right?
Yeah, I'm still recording. So, alright,
On,
guys.
on, 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 on. I have to say this one. Uh, oh, let's see. There it is.
Yeah.
Later.